Okay, so AI transforming our workday, right? Tasks get simpler, we save time. Sounds, well, fantastic on the surface. But what if there's a catch? A hidden cost, maybe, to our own thinking skills. Today, we're doing a deep dive, really cutting through the noise to look at exactly that, the surprising benefits and the potential downsides of AI in our work and, yeah, on our brains.
That's absolutely the plan. We're going to pull in insights from a big new industry study about AI at work, and also a really interesting peer-reviewed paper that looks specifically at critical thinking. We want to uncover what's really going on behind the headlines. It's, well, pretty fascinating stuff.
Brett, let's start with the good news then. This future of work with AI study, it paints a picture of generative AI assistants just taking off, like unstoppable adoption.
Yeah, the numbers are quite something. You've got 92% of the early adopters saying they're satisfied. That's huge. And 83% find their work actually simpler, maybe even more pleasant.
And get this, the time saving. Individual users, on average, saving 57 minutes every single day.
Almost an hour back.
Exactly. And for the real power users, that top 4%, it jumps to over 3 hours daily.
Wow. 3 hours.
But here's the really interesting part, I think. It's not like everyone's just kicking back at that extra time.
Hmm.
The study shows they're reinvesting it. 56% are actually doing more tasks.
More output.
Yeah, and 34% are taking on totally new responsibilities.
Yeah.
33% spending more time collaborating with colleagues, and 25% focusing on training, learning new things. So it's less about leisure, more about, well, fundamentally changing the work itself, redefining productivity maybe.
It definitely poised towards transformation, not just efficiency. But there's another side to this coin. A peer-reviewed paper brings up a potential issue with frequent AI tool use.
Okay.
It found a significant negative link between how much people use these tools and their critical thinking skills.
Negative. So using AI more means less critical thinking. How?
The mechanism they identified is something called cognitive offloading. Basically, letting the AI do the thinking for you. You kind of outsource the mental effort.
Right, you just take the answer it gives you.
Exactly. And the study noted that younger people seemed, well, more prone to this dependence, and they scored lower on critical thinking tests. This really lines up with another industry survey from Artefact. It found 32% of AI users admit they sometimes overtrust the AI.
Okay. Overtrusting, I can see that.
And maybe more concerning, 18% explicitly said they felt they were losing some skills when it came to critical tasks.
Losing skills. So it's like we're building up these digital capabilities, but our own mental muscles might be getting weaker. Is that the idea? Cognitive offloading?
Hmm.
What does that look like day to day? Is it subtle?
It can be subtle, yeah. It's that gradual reliance. If the AI consistently provides the solution, your brain's natural problem-solving pathways just don't get the same workout. Which, raises a really big question. How do we balance this amazing AI efficiency boost with protecting and maybe even strengthening our own core thinking abilities?
That tees up the next big thing perfectly.
Yeah.
Agentic AI. People are calling this RPA 2.0.
Right, a big step beyond just automating simple clicks and tasks like traditional robotic process automation.
Exactly. Agentic AI can supposedly reason. It can act autonomously on complex problems, not just follow a script. The idea is this unlocks a kind of latent productivity boom, tapping into efficiencies we couldn't reach before because things were too complex or manual.
It suggests huge potential gains, yeah.
Now, this probably does mean some repetitive office jobs could be fully automated. That seems likely. But interestingly, the prediction is also that it sort of democratizes creative and engineering work, pushing everyone to up their game.
And that fits the bigger picture narrative. AI isn't really about eliminating jobs wholesale. It's about transforming them. Our role shifts, Less doing the task, more supervising the AI, refining its output, thinking strategically about its use. In fact, the World Economic Forum projects something like a 22% increase each year in AI-related jobs up to 2030, suggesting net job growth.
Okay, net job growth is positive, definitely. But what about the people whose jobs are changing right now, that transition period? It creates real anxiety, doesn't it? Even if new jobs appear later. How do we handle that part?
That's absolutely critical. It comes down to things like proactive AI governance, setting rules and guidelines. Continuous training is vital, especially helping more senior workers get comfortable with these new ways of working and building genuine human trust in these AI agents. That's key to getting the benefits while managing risks like, bad information or bias creeping in.
So boiling it all down, what does this mean for you listening to this? For you trying to navigate all this change? It really seems the future isn't AI or humans, but AI and humans working together in new ways. collaboration.
Precisely. And maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. As AI gets better and better at handling cognitive tasks, the real challenge, and maybe the opportunity for us humans, is to double down on cultivating what AI can't do. Deep expertise, genuine critical thinking, empathy, those crucial interpersonal skills. The question really becomes, faced with the ease of AI, will we actively choose to keep growing our own minds, or will we just opt for convenience?